Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Jennifer Cullen. I'm the MSW On-Campus Program Director, and I'm going to be your instructor for the Social Work 503 course here in the online program. I want to welcome you to the program and congratulate you on taking the first steps in your journey to becoming a master level social worker. I'm very excited to be a part of your journey, and I want to give you a little bit of background about me as well as about the course, and help you to hopefully feel more settled and more welcome and less anxious about the program and the process. It's perfectly natural for everyone to feel a little bit anxious and a little bit nervous as you start this next part of your journey. Change is not easy, and so it's absolutely normal to be anxious about it. Even if you've done some online learning before, this is a new format, and you're going to need to give yourself a little bit of flexibility in learning that format. And I really want to encourage you to reach out and get support and help if you're struggling at all along the way. I'm happy to help in any way I can, and there are a lot of support systems in this format through the Engage process and the support and help desks. So be sure to use them if you run into any snags along the way. As I said before, I'm the MSW On-Campus Program Director, and I've taught this class since the beginning. And one of the things that I really like about the Interpersonal Processes course is that it's a very different course than any of the other courses that you will have and study here in our program, because this is really about taking the time to really understand yourself as a clinician, to understand the values, the biases potentially, as well as those beliefs and value systems that are important to you as you commence your work with clients in the social work field. And it's important that we understand where our values and beliefs come from, because they really do impact the way we interact with others, and the way we interact with others impacts the way we interact with our clients. So over the course of the next 7 weeks, we're going to be looking at how our culture impacts us, how our beliefs and family systems have impacted the way we think about the world and we think about ourselves in the world. In addition, we're going to be working with our colleagues within the class to work on a couple of projects and to really get to know each other and to get to know ourselves. This is an important course in your journey because as an online student, it's important for you to start to build networks, to be able to feel connected to the university as well as connected to the program as well as connected to social work. And so this class is a mechanism for you to begin to build those networks. So I encourage you to interact with each other. You'll see as we process through the assignments and the message boards and the different mechanisms through which we interact in this program, that will be how you will develop those relationships. And so I encourage you to use the different chat rooms and message board features and the emails to really get to know each other and to form those connections that will help give you the support to work through this program and to keep moving forward in the program as you move through the next few years in your journey. And so one of the things I wanted to just give you an idea about is how my journey in social work started, to give you part of that introduction, because all of you will be proceeding in doing your own introductions. They're very simple, just a minute or two long introductions, and mine's a little bit longer than that, but I wanted to give you some background around the course as well. I've worked for many years after I attained my MSW as a residential treatment coordinator at a RTF. Many of you may know what an RTF is. It's a residential treatment facility. I worked with adolescents who were placed out of their home, and I didn't know it at the time because I was very young, but I was doing many social worker jobs and only being paid for one of them. I was the therapist, the family therapist, the group therapist. I also did all of the case management for the clients in that RTF, and I learned a lot about social work. I learned a lot about networking in social work. I learned a lot about the child welfare system, and I learned a lot about family systems as well. And over the course of time, I moved all around in social work, and one of the things that I love about the degree in social work is that it really enables you to constantly reinvent yourself, so that even if you're feeling maybe be a little bit frustrated or maybe a little bit burned out in a particular field of social work, you just move on to another field, whether it's working with adolescents and you want to move on to working with adults, or it's working with adults and you want to move on to working with children, or you want to work in addictions or medical social work. There's constantly ways for you to reinvent yourself without necessarily having to go back for further education. Your MSW is pretty much all you'll need to work in the field. And so one of the things that I really loved about my work and what I love about social work is the ability to use myself to be able to connect with others and in a way be able to help them explore themselves. And so a lot of what we'll do in this class, the interpersonal processes class, is going to be about really exploring how you use yourself effectively. How do you connect with others and create relationships that help build trust in a system where clients typically have mistrust of social workers. And so the most important thing that we bring to the clinical relationship is ourselves, our relationship building skills, our emotional intelligence, and how we use that to help others move and grow and make the changes that they need to in their own lives, and to help empower them to know that they have everything they need within themselves to be able to make those changes. So I look forward to being part of your journey. I thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. And once again, congratulations. This is a very exciting step in the process.